I don't know how to start today. I'm not going to share my details of my healing and my journey or whatever. I'm going to talk about, in fact, explain about abuse itself. Because I've been receiving a lot of messages about what's my story and everything. There are a lot of people who are thrown around the house. There are a lot of women who die because of getting beaten by their husbands or their in-laws, and it does happen in every kind of family, in every kind of classes. There are girls who are living, men also, who are living in a house where they see their predators roaming around the house and they have no idea how to speak up about it and they are suffering. I was thrown around the house when I was a kid. I was someone very close hung me from fourth floor when I was only 3 or 4 years old. I was raised by neighbors. I was never cared or loved for. And do you have any idea what happens to a girl or a kid when you are not protecting your child, your daughter, or when you are a woman trying to survive in the city, whereas patriarchy is all around? No, I'm not going to complain, or I'm not going to blame anyone. I just want your understanding for those who have been abused, literally. I'm not talking about stress management or regular family dramas and politics in the house जो चलता रहता है ना आपके साथ रेगुलर जिंदगी में. I'm not talking about that. I want your understanding for people who have been through real hell. And some of them have been alone. I have been talking about this, about CPTSD and PTSD, and I have been receiving social reaction as well. And thank you so much. There is a lot of support and understanding, but we need more to change it, or we need more to at least have certain kind of understanding for those people, for panic attacks, for anxiety disorders, for not being mean with them, to understand their struggles with mental health. There are people outside who had epilepsy, bipolar disorders, a lot of things. My work is very certainly specific about my own struggles. I cannot share other struggles because I'm not going through it, but I understand. When you are communicating with a person who has been through hell, there is another way of understanding, a different way of showing compassion and love. But this understanding also starts with us. It's not that something traumatizing happened to you and you can just move on and be happy. I had an amazing life with all of its perks. Maybe universe compensated me after that. I started talking about that story because I was working as an artist with art activism, and my projects as an artist are a narration of all of this, and it is to bring change, to create a reaction, to do social impact. And that's how I started sharing. I'm speaking about it, and as a speaker in physical events and gatherings, and then started being very much open about it. I am also writing a story as well in a book. I've written 21,000 words thanks to some people who supported me and working with me for that book. It will be published soon in a couple of years. Not it's a long one. So coming back to abuse, it's different when you are dealing with drama as an adult, and it's completely different when you are a kid, when you need nurturing and love from other people, from those who are supposed to love you, not abuse you, or in most cases take out that their anger on you. Because you are a kid, you are helpless. There are so many people in our society who are suffering in silence with anxiety, with a lot of struggles. That's my work is about, and that is what I am doing. I am talking, sharing my journey because I had nobody. I have a question for you. Do you know the feeling of being helpless when you were a kid, being brutally beaten or manipulated, or being living with a narcissist, or being thrown around, around the floor, having bruises all over your face, or you are a woman being abused by domestic violence, or you are a man who cannot express and who has been, men are also mostly emotionally abused by women and a lot of other people, or they are also sexually assaulted and they don't know how to express about themselves because of all of that patriarchal pressure on them. Do you have any idea how what it is to survive with PTSD, or you are still healing for yourself and don't know how to break your patterns and triggers? This is me, Mehreen Hashmi, and I am an artist by profession. My projects are about art activism for mental health awareness, and myself as an abuse survivor. I was thrown around the house. I was hung from fourth floor when I was a kid. I have two survival. I have couple of episodes of self-harm when I was having a panic attack, and it turned towards extreme level, and people judged me to being a stupid person who wanted to kill herself or just a crazy girl. I have seen all of that, and I'm surviving with a lot of respect. I learned to stand up for myself. I moved out from that household, and then I worked to justify that I don't want freedom being a girl in Karachi, Pakistan. I want the same love and same care and same respect as everybody else. And what I did had a reason, and a lot of people out there who are going through hell, they deserve to do that as well without any questions asked. So if you are that person, and if you want to know more about my healing journey, I have found mindful routine. I am working really hard to heal myself, to break those patterns so it doesn't come in front of me ahead, so I can sleep well, on my anxiety disorder, on a lot of things. If you have problems with your parents and certain things, and then you take for granted, and people like me would kill for it. So this is for you. This is Mehreen Hashmi, and that's my channel, and I'm sharing my healing journey with you. Thank you so much for watching. I post every week. Don't forget to subscribe. Much love.